Okay, it's Friday, September 9th. It's been a while since my last video. The last video I had said that I'm the donor for Piper's kidney transplant, and we're about 3 weeks away. I'm looking at a calendar right now. Yeah, it's about 3 weeks and 3 days. So it's coming up quick. We've been doing home dialysis since July 13th. That's almost 2 months now. So that's become part of our life. That is life. Every night she has a 9-hour session. It's basically 2 bags of dextrose that gets put into her abdomen in 9 cycles. It fills in, and then it fills up with the dextrose, and that's supposed to pull fluid to it, and then that drains out. So there's 9 cycles of a fill, a dwell, where it sits for I'm not quite sure how long, 30 to 40 minutes, and then a drain, and then it's 9 cycles of that. At the very end, it fills her up a little bit. So because when you first hook her up, the very first thing it does is drain out. So the reasoning being is it fills you up at the end, so when you start at the next night, there's definitely something in there to pull from, so it's not so uncomfortable. So she's used to the routine now. It doesn't bother her. There may be certain things throughout the night where, you know, there's a little discomfort, maybe with a drain, mostly with drains, in case, you know, if it's draining something, it might have like a little snag or a pull or something. Piper's the only one that knows what this feels like, you know, and she's doing really well with it, you know. She knows that's what life is, and we have the light at the end of the tunnel with the surgery coming up. And you know, it's important to keep in mind that, you know, my head is that this surgery is going to go well, and there's going to be no complications, and her body will accept the kidney, and that's, you know, where I'm keeping my head. I don't really feel like I need to put my head in if things go wrong or anything like that, because I just don't believe that's the way it's gonna go. But it's also important to know that this isn't like a fix-all, you know. But it's very much needed. She needs to have this transplant, and I'm more than happy to be the donor. I'm so glad that I'm the donor, just to where this is the fastest this could possibly happen. So that being said, with that being the routine, we've got into this routine since July, and you know, she started school about 2.5 weeks ago, you know, maybe 3 weeks ago. She started school, and the school is literally a block away east of us. When the kids are out, I can hear them from this window where I'm sitting in our kitchen. I can, you know, just to let you know how close the school is, which is really a great thing. She has a friend across the street. She comes over around 10 after 8, and she has another friend from down the street. They come and meet her here at 8:10, and then they walk over there, which is really great. So she is back into like a kid routine. She really likes school. She always has, especially after, you know, when they weren't allowed to go to school for lockdown stuff. I think they kind of realize that they really do like school, or Piper does anyway. I can't speak for other kids, but Piper likes school. She likes being with the other kids, and so her being able to go to school is a really great thing, and that's this home dialysis is lending to. We put her on dialysis around, when she has school days. We try to start it no later than 9 p.m. So it's about a half hour prep time. It could be done quicker, but we allow, 8:30 is when it's time to go up and turn on the machine and warm it up and start hooking everything up. And then she starts her cycles at, we try to have it start by 9. That way she's done by, I think, 10, 11, 12. So she's usually done by at the latest 7 a.m. And then, she leaves at 10 after 8. So the routine of going to school in the past week, this week, and last week, so what we were doing, and it's come to find out it's not the best thing, but she takes her cell. I got all this stuff right in front of me. She takes her cell set. This is a liquid form. It's through a syringe. You draw it out through here, draw it out, and she gets 2 milligrams, so it's about that much of this every 12 hours. So this is at 8 a.m. And what we normally would do is she takes 5 pills at 9 a.m. And so when she was going to school, we're like, oh, well, maybe you should take all your meds at home, and so that you don't have to worry about it when you get to school. And that ended up being like not the best. I had to pick her up from school last week because she had thrown up. She didn't feel good. And same thing this week. I had to pick her up on, I think it was Wednesday. I picked her up from school because she was not throwing up, like a throw up. And then the next day she didn't feel good in the morning. So we're thinking, so she didn't go to school the next day. So she had missed, I picked her up twice from school. She stayed home from school one day, and then she went to school later yesterday, just to make sure that her stomach is okay. And today's the first day. Liz had emailed her home teacher, the nurse, and the principal saying that she's going to take her pills at school. Because what we were doing is take everything and then you go to school. Well, she's taking, if you can see, this is a iron pill, so it's ferrous sulfate. This is hydroxychloroquine. This is over the counter, at the store, Pepsid AC. And these two, can't see, these two are 5 milligrams each of prednisone. So that's what she takes throughout the year. She's been doing her liquid at 8 a.m., 8 p.m. And then she takes these. Now, we've eliminated some things, we've added some iron, this is what she's at now. So she's going to take these at school now. Because it's just too much. It's too much for her stomach. And she's getting sick. So today's the first day. Like I said, Liz emailed the homeroom teacher, nurse, doctor, just to let them know that she's going to be taking these medications. Liz actually went to the school and talked to the nurse, and she was kind of confused because the nurse is like, normally we give the medication, like they come into the office and they give them the medication and they take it right there. But we're like, Piper knows she needs to take it. She's going to take it on her own. And that's just kind of like, what? Like, I guess people don't trust their kids to take medication. And there are kids that just like, I'm not taking this, But Piper knows that she needs to take it, and she takes it. And so today I had told her, they eat at like 10 to 11, or 10 after 11, one of those. It's pretty close to 9, and there has been days where she takes it a little later. So I told her, I'm like, if it seems like lunchtime would be the best time. You put some food in your stomach, and because she doesn't have the biggest appetite in the morning. And then we feel that her nausea, because after she came home from school, she feels fine. After this burst of nausea, she feels fine after that. So let's hope this works. Here's, the 8 o'clock, take that here. Then take your morning pills to school, and then take it at lunch. I gave her a physical note. All it says is, if you have any questions on Piper's medication, contact her father with my number. That's all. And I said, I hope you never have to use this note, but it's just in case somebody gives you a hard time. So that's just precautionary. Liz did it the proper way. I'm just giving her a way out of any type of weird situation. But I have a good feeling that that's going to work. I feel like, we're trying to just have her feel as normal as possible, and we take your medication here, and then nobody at school has to see or know about it or anything like that. But it's just the fact of the matter is, she has a kidney surgery coming up, transplant coming up in 3 weeks. So the teachers need to know that, and they all know now. And yeah, let's hope that this routine works for the next couple weeks. And in the next couple weeks, we have a few things coming up. I am going to Northwestern Hospital this Monday, the 12th. That is for I do 3 more tests, and it's tests that I've already done, but it's just to make sure nothing has drastically changed with my levels of stuff. So yeah, so that's Monday, this coming Monday, the 12th. What else we got? And next Friday, well, actually next Thursday, we'd go for our monthly visit to DaVita. That is the dialysis company, I guess you say. And this may be it should be our last time going to DaVita for any type of appointment, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, basically we go there and they make sure that everything's going well. I talked to Piper. The last time we went, I had cleaned her catheter site where it comes out of her abdomen, just to show them that I know how to do it properly. And yeah, then we just went over like information, and then we talk about the supplies that we have left and what do we need to get and stuff like that. So it was Tuesday, a couple days ago, we got our hopefully last shipment from the dialysis supply company called Baxter. So we got our last couple dozen boxes of the dextrose bags, because we only need to make sure we get up to October 2nd. And we have more than enough, because sometimes the motto with the Vita at home dialysis is, if there's a doubt, throw it out. So sometimes you open up a bag. There's been 3 times, maybe 2 times for sure, where I've opened up a bag. So the bag is within a bag. So I opened up a bag, and sometimes there's condensation in there. So you just got to check if it's got leaks or whatnot. And couple bags, 2 bags that I opened up, and there was just like more than condensation. There was a puddle of fluid in there. So I'm like, well, I have a doubt. So we're not using these. I did that twice. So I threw out bags. So that being said, you can't just have, the amount up to that date. You need to have more in case you have to throw things away, or things get damaged, or it's already damaged, or whatever. If there's a doubt, you throw it out. So, and that's the motto. So we got more than what we need to make it up to October 2nd, when she goes into the hospital. She goes into the hospital October 2nd at noon. But so I'm on the 12th. She's going into Vita. We're both going into Vita on 15th for the routine monthly dialysis. The next day we're going to see her rheumatologist, which is a routine visit with her, Dr. Klein. That's the 16th. That's the next day, the Friday, September 16th. And then, so we got a good amount of appointments coming up. So that's 12th, 15th, 16th. Then on that next Sunday, the 18th, Piper and I go to Lurie for final labs. So we both give blood. And then they do the same blood match and just a follow-up. Make sure everything is the way that it was. So we do our labs on Sunday. And then on September 30th, which is, 2 days before the 3 days before her surgery, before her admittance to the hospital for her surgery, she has her COVID test at 11 a.m. I'm supposed to find out on Monday. I have to do a COVID test, hopefully the same day. I called to schedule this COVID test today, and we picked 11 a.m. at Lurie. But my COVID test is Northwestern, which is basically just across the street through a pedestrian bridge. So I'm hoping I can schedule it around the same time. That way we don't have to make 2 trips, or I don't have to make 2 trips, whatever. So yeah. In the unlikely event that one of us has COVID, because as we know, sometimes you don't even know you have it, which is weird, but it would be postponed as expected. But let's hope that doesn't happen. It'll just be, I have working tonight with a friend's band, and I'm working a fest this weekend. But other than that, I should be staying away from people for the most part. So I don't want to do anything to disrupt this surgery. So I may even have a loose quarantine of myself. I'm just thinking that now, but yeah, like I said, I don't want to have this be postponed. I want this to happen October 3rd. And I want it to go well. So we have all these appointments. I guess it's worth saying that Piper is probably the most, she's more herself since September since February when all this started, than all year. She's happier. She's joking around, being a goofball like she normally is. So she's going to school on a regular routine, you know. She's more herself. It took a while, you know. This is all a big shock to us, and it's sunken in, and it's amazing what you can accept as life, you know. I don't want to get too philosophical or anything, but you know, it really is amazing what you can get used to. Don't ever think that you can't change anything about your life. Don't ever feel like you can't change it, because you can, and you can make your life better. You can make your life worse too, but that's on you. But I've just been keeping busy with home improvement stuff. That's what we were doing before she was admitted in the hospital. I had just redone the bathroom, our upstairs bathroom, which was a major to do. I redid the whole shower part, and the whole floor, and new mirror, vanity, new everything. But I finished that like almost the day before she went into the hospital. And there's lots to do around this house, so I'm concentrating on just keeping my head clear and just doing home improvement stuff around the house. I'm not working. I have hustles for money, you know. I'm not really working a stable, regular thing, but I'm making money. But I think I just want to kind of make sure that we're healthy and no sicknesses of any sort, because Piper, she can't have a cold or anything, you know. She will be on a lot of immune suppressing drugs, more than she is already. I mean, this liquid stuff is already like an immune suppressing thing, because it's to have her body not fight off my kidney, because when there's something foreign in your body's like, let's get this out of here. And the problem with her body is her immune system thinks that her kidneys are foreign, so they're just like attacking her kidneys. So I told her my kidneys are going in there fully loaded, ready to rock. So but we just got to be careful coming up to the surgery. And then I'll hit you guys up before then, let you know what's going on. But I think I may have said enough. Well, I guess I should say, so I showed you the morning pills, but then at night we have this cool thing. It's for night and day. It's really great to organize all her meds. At nighttime, all she takes is another iron pill, so 3 pills at night. Another iron pill, it's the same iron, ferrous sulfate. This is a nephrobite. It's like a vitamin specifically for kidneys. And then this is her blood pressure medication, amlodipine. Is that what she takes now? We've eliminated other blood pressure meds. This is the only blood pressure med that she takes now. Her blood pressure, now that I'm talking about it, is still a bit high, but it's not dramatically high, you know. Let's say her normal would be 110 over 80. I'm just saying that. But hers, because what hers is like 120 to 125 typically, to like 95 diastolic. So it's a bit high. And hopefully, you know, with functioning kidney, and it can remove fluids better than it has been, better than dialysis, the blood pressure would go down. I just got cut off. Yeah, it says I got a minute left, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I usually have to dump videos off of here to make room. A lot of times I don't make a video because I'm like, I don't got room, and I'm starting to be better at organizing that type of stuff. So I'm just gonna let you go there. Hopefully that's a good amount of info for everybody. Yeah, love you guys. Thanks for caring. And till next time, love you, bye.